think I found something. Nava's voice crackled with excitement through the communication link. She was delicately brushing at what appeared to be a substantial piece of rock. It had a distinct shape that was unlikely to have been created by the forces of nature. Cecilia materialized beside her. Nava couldn't discern her expression since her features were obscured by a pitch-black helmet, yet Nava could sense Cecilia's equal enthusiasm. "This seems like a part of an ancient structure," Cecilia mused, her voice filled with intrigue. "Perhaps a pillar from a bygone era." She turned to the monitor on her left arm. "The report from the drones is coming in. Oh my, this is astonishing. What is it? This planet once boasted liquid oceans and an atmosphere. The drones have stumbled upon remnants of structures scattered on its surface." "Unbelievable!" Nava exclaimed, her excitement uncontainable. There was intelligent life here. "Oh my stars, this is incredible." Her enthusiasm was pouring out of her. A planet that had once hosted intelligent life was an exceptionally rare find. "Deploy some digger bots to this location. I want to unearth this structure. Perhaps it holds clues about the inhabitants." Cecilia deftly manipulated a series of buttons, prompting a squadron of bots to disembark from their spacecraft. Methodically, they commenced delicate excavation around the identified structure. Meanwhile, Nava delved into the data harvested from the drones. These structures must have stood for millions, if not billions of years. Quantum dating accuracy remained uncertain, but life on this planet had evidently ceased an extensive period ago. Inspecting the bots' progress, she marveled at their efficiency. The rock she had been examining earlier was already exposed, revealing a pillar with meticulously carved angles and a symmetrical form. The craftsmanship displayed in the stone structure indicated a highly advanced civilization. With a leap, she descended into the trench the robots had carved. Her focus shifted to the pillar's base, and she gently grazed it with her gloved fingers. Nearby, a cluster of additional pillars emerged, suggesting their connection to a larger architectural complex. The workmanship was intricate, a testament to the skill of the ancient craftsmen. As the bots systematically unveiled the edifice's walls, she observed their progress until they cleared her path. Stepping closer, she continued to watch as they carefully unearthed the hidden portions. Amidst the gradual revelation, a stone etched with inscriptions captured her attention. She employed the monitor on her left arm to scan the engravings, promptly transmitting the data to the main computer for decryption. "I've come across some inscriptions," Nava said through the communication channel. "You truly have to witness this structure. It's incredible." "I'll join you shortly," Cecilia said. The hieroglyphs appear faded and indistinct. The computer will require a bit of time to decipher them. Intricately carved steps materialized, leading to a portal beyond. The diligent digger bots had already commenced excavation within. Nava followed their trail, venturing into the structure's depths. "This civilization must have been quite advanced," she observed, her gaze sweeping across her surroundings. "The finesse in the architecture is awe-inspiring. I suspect this structure extends far beneath the surface. What could have possibly wiped them out?" "Whatever it was, it happened eons ago," Cecilia remarked. Nava's gaze swept across the expansive room, taking in its substantial dimensions. The bots, ever industrious, had already delved into adjoining chambers, extending their exploration beyond. Curious thoughts crowded her mind. Were they struck by a cataclysmic event? Or perhaps they were attacked by an alien race? Or maybe they brought upon their own destruction. Pondering these enigmas, she ventured into a relatively smaller room. Room by room, she examined the spaces with a quest for artifacts beyond mere structures. However, nothing seized her attention. Gradually, she realized, the once robust sounds of the bots' excavation had diminished substantially. Trusting her intuition, Nava traced the fading noise. Her suspicion crystallized into certainty. The bots were penetrating deeper still. The structure's hidden passages extended far beneath the ground, validating her earlier conjecture. Cautiously stepping down the staircase, she turned the light on her helmet. The once audible hum of the bots had stopped, leading her to wonder if they finished excavating. After several minutes of exploring the subterranean expanse, she rediscovered them clustered around a substantial metal door set into the ground. Despite the encroaching rust, the door's preservation was remarkable. "I've come across a metal door," she relayed via the communication device. "I think it leads underground, but the bots can't dig through it. Should we cut through it?" "I'm afraid to cause damage to the historical artifacts." Nava admitted her concerns. "I'm coming to your location," Cecilia said. A few minutes later, both found themselves before the imposing metal door. In contemplative agreement, they determined that the potential reward outweighed the inherent risk. Carefully wielding a laser cutter, Cecilia initiated a cautious breach in the door. The diligent bots eagerly led the way, Nava and Cecilia following suit. Descending via a remarkably well-preserved ladder, they transitioned to an underground level where the bots roamed freely. Here, there was no need for excavation. The integrity of the artifacts was remarkably intact. They surveyed their surroundings before descending further. They entered a dusty room. A collection of items were laying scattered across the ground. After a bit of inspection, they realized that among the dust, dirt, and pieces of metal lying around, there were books. Nava's fingers reached out, a mix of excitement and caution coloring her movements. Yet her anticipation was short-lived as the book disintegrated at her touch. "God damn it!" she yelled. "It's very delicate," Cecilia remarked, avoiding physical contact as she scanned the book's cover. The data was swiftly sent to the primary computer for analysis. "This will require some time. I'll remain here with the books. You should continue further down." "All right," Nava agreed, retracing her steps to the staircase. Moving with deliberate caution, she picked up the faint sounds of the bots in the distance, diligently scouring for areas to excavate. The expansiveness of this place was evident. It seemed to have been constructed to endure a crisis above, a function it appeared to have fulfilled. Crack. The sound halted her in her tracks. The sensation beneath her foot was unfamiliar, prompting her to lift it slowly. She directed her light downwards, revealing a startling discovery. Bones. Ancient remains, millions of years old, met her gaze. Bending down, she examined the fragment closely. "I found bones," she transmitted via the communication link. "Oh, my stars!" Cecilia's voice quivered with astonishment. "Be careful with them." Scanning the discovery, Nava could barely contain her excitement. It seemed like this was the last floor of the structure. The nearby subdued sounds of the bots hinted that they had explored the entirety of this underground complex. Yet, Nava's attention remained fixated on the pile of ancient bones, prompting her to speculate about the creature's appearance. In the midst of her contemplation, a warning flashed on her helmet's screen. Her oxygen supply was running low. She needed to return to the ship to replenish it. "We've struck gold down here!" Cecilia's voice was brimming with excitement. "The computer is starting to translate parts of the text. This is incredible!" "Did you find anything interesting?" Nava inquired. "A ton," Cecilia responded eagerly. "I'm running low on oxygen. I'll head back to the ship to replenish. You should come along to refresh your supplies too," Nava suggested. "Agreed," Cecilia complied. The journey back seemed to pass more swiftly. They rendezvoused on the surface and walked together towards the ship. "Did you manage to decipher the contents of those books?" Nava queried. "Yes, it's fascinating. The ship's computer deciphered their language fairly quickly. These books are ancient, millions of years old. This civilization was profoundly advanced," Cecilia explained as they made their way toward the ship. "The texts included maps of cities and countries across the entire planet. They populated the whole surface." "Wow!" Nava exclaimed. "They even ventured into space," Cecilia added. "Wow, that's truly astounding. Has any civilization of this level ever been discovered before us?" Nava wondered. "I'm not sure. Civilizations tend to die off early." "Do you have any idea what might have caused their downfall?" "No. However, they possessed deadly weapons. It's possible they might have self-destructed," Cecilia hypothesized. "All the time and effort they invested, only for it to crumble into dust. I wonder what they were like, Nava mused with a touch of melancholy. With a sigh, Nava and Cecilia reached the ship and stepped inside. The door sealed shut behind them, and a forceful surge of air enveloped them, dislodging any lingering debris they might have collected on the desolate planet. They called this planet Earth, Cecilia remarked as the door to the disinfection chamber slid open, and themselves humans. Cecilia removed her helmet, revealing her unique three-eyed face. A charming cat-like nose nestled just below her eyes, a cute mustache adorned her snout, and her mouth sported sharp teeth. "This is undeniably captivating," Cecilia continued. "We have a lot of work to do." "Indeed," Nava responded as she replaced her oxygen tank. "And we're going to enjoy it."